Hello, my name is James, and call sign is WA7JNJ. You have to apologize the bug bites on my forehead. I was at Granite Mountain yesterday and forgot my bug spray. But wanted to do a video here on how to take your SOTA log in the database and convert it to an ADIF file so you can submit it for Parks on the Air activation. I've been involved with Summits on the Air for about 2.5 years and gotten familiar with that log submittal process. Around 1.5 years ago, I started to also submit for Parks on the Air activations as well. One of the things that held me back was just the different process for submitting logs, and me just being a newer ham and not as familiar with the processes or ways to create that ADIF file. So I found this way that when I'm manually writing my logs on a summit and putting them into the SOTA database, this is the easiest way that I've found to translate it into an ADIF format so I can submit it for Parks on the Air activation. For Parks on the Air only activations, I used HAMRS for the first time the other day, and that made things really easy, just logging the contacts on my computer. So different ways to do it, but this is one way, and I encourage you to get out there and do Summits on the Air, Parks on the Air. And if you're doing Summits on the Air, maybe check to see if you're also within a park. So whether it's Summits on the Air or Parks on the Air, it's great fun just to be outside and playing radio. One difference between SOTA and POTA is that both chasers and activators have to submit logs for Summits on the Air. For Parks on the Air, only the activators submit the logs. So if you've chased a park, that will automatically get uploaded in the system. All right, let's go to the instructions. All right, the first step we're going to need to take is to download our Summit on the Air log file. So to do that, we're going to go to the SOTA database, and I've brought that up here, and you'll need to log in. I've logged in, and we're going to go to the menu and go to My Results, My Activator Log. I'll change it to more recent data. And the log that I want to submit for Parks on the Air is this one right here. I activated middle checking-it both as a SOTA and a POTA activation. So we're going to go over to the download. So that's downloading. And it'll save the file with your call sign and the date. I've downloaded this a few times, and it's going to save it as a CSV file. So I'll click Save. All right, we've downloaded our Summit on the Air log from the SOTA database. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up that file in Notepad. And I'm going to need to change this to search for all files. And we're going to go to where I saved that. We'll do that number 3 file here. And you can see this is the file from the joint SOTA POTA activation. What I'm checking is to make sure the information there, it has basic fields, but as my call sign, it has the summit reference, the date, the time in Zulu, the frequency, single sideband, so the mode, and then this information here is the call sign I made contact with, and then any comments. The one thing that I've had to change in the past is this mode field. When I did FT8, the field was different in SOTA than it was in POTA, or the requirements. So make sure that your fields align with the ADIF file requirements or the format requirements. So in that case, I did have to go in and change the FT8 to data. All right, the file looks good. So for our third step, what we're going to do is take that file that we've opened up in WordPad, and we're going to take it and translate it from a SOTA CSV file to an ADIF file. So this page here, ON6ZQ, set up a website where you can pretty easily translate it over.
So you're going to open up your SOTA CSV in Notepad or another editor, not a word processor like Word. Select the lines you want to convert, copy them into the clipboard, paste them, and then click Submit. So we're going to do that right now. So I'll delete these sample files here. I'm going to go to the Word file, do a Control-C, or copy, go back to the website, and I'm just going to do a Control-V or a paste. So now you can see all that data is now here in the correct comma delimited format. And I'm going to go here and do Submit. So now what that's done is it's translated what I submitted from my SOTA log, and it's created an ADIF file here with all the information in the format that we need to submit to POTA. So our next step is going to be to take this file, and I'm going to just copy the whole thing if I can get it there. And I want to catch all the data that I need there, but not some of the end data. I'm going to copy, and I'm going to open up a new notepad, and I'm going to do a Control-V or a paste. So in a new, currently it's an untitled notepad, I have this ADIF file set up and almost ready to submit. We just need to save this. So File, Save As. I have my POTA log folder here. And these are examples of formats. You want to do your call sign at the park number, underscore the year of your activation, the month, and then the day. So let's go do that as an example. That is the file actually from our activation. So this is what I had saved it at, is my call sign, the park number for Larrabee State Park, the date, and April 6th. And I want to save that as an ADIF file, so .adi. All right, save. And so now we have a file saved, ready to email to our Park on the Air regional coordinator. All right, so we have a file ready to send. I'm going to email that to parkkilo7@parksontheair.com. That is my regional for Region 7. And when I submit, what you can do is look up on the POTA website to see the email address depending on the region that you're in. All right, let's look up who to send our email to. And we're at parksontheair.com. We're going to scroll down to all countries, regional coordinators for submitting logs. Click the plus sign. All countries, regional coordinators based on your call sign and not location. So I am WA7, 7 is my number. So I'm going to send it to k7@parksontheair.com, and that is the email address. So look at the number in your call sign, and that's who you will send. You'll look for the email to send that to. And I'm going to post the information for my log at kilo-3219 underscore the date again, April 6th in this case. I've attached the file, the ADIF file, to this email. We've submitted it to kilo7@parksontheair.com. And in the description or the title of the email, I've put the same description. So my call sign at the park _ the date of the activation. So after you email your log to the POTA coordinator, you'll wait for an email from them saying that your log was processed. And I received an email a few minutes ago, so appreciate that, and my log processed correctly with no issues. I appreciate you watching, and I hope this helps if you're looking to take your SOTA logs and submit those for Parks on the Air activation as well. Thanks, 73 from WA7JNJ.